evening to all of you. I hope you guys can see me and you can hear me as well. Rich, hold your horses. So, a lot of people I can see already. Wow, so many of them. I'm so happy to see you all. So, this is, I believe, for some of you, this might be the first session with me, isn't it? Also, yeah, tell me your comments if I am away. Okay, voice is echoing. Is it for everyone? Sound issue? What's the issue? The voice isn't good. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Let me check. The voice is not clear. Voice is robotic. Is it fine now? Is it fine now? It's good? Okay, cool. Perfect, 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 perfect. So, how many of you are seeing me the very first time or interacting with me for the very first time? And Vedic Maths, as it is called, is a very important prerequisite. A very important prerequisite for preparing for any exam which has some kind of mathematics there. Okay, first time. Wow, cool. So, first of all, I'll give you an introduction what Vedic mathematics is all about. By the way, my name is Abhishek Leela Pandey, who don't know me. And in CAT, I have scored 99.93 percentile. वैसे ये कोई बड़ी flex करने की बात है नहीं. In GMAT, I have scored 770. And last year, I got listed in 40 under 40, 40 EdTech leaders, educational leaders who are under 40 years of age. So I got listed last year. So apart from this, I am a trained Vedic mathematician. Volume is too low. Sometimes it's echoing, sometimes it's low. What is the problem there? I think now it must be fine. Okay, Harsh. So, yeah. So, now it's fine, I think. So, I'm a certified Vedic mathematician. When I was a kid, I learned this technique. So, basically, Vedic maths is, it's a combination of 16 principles and 13 sub principles. 16 sutra evam 13 upasutra. So it was written in Sanskrit, but we will be doing it in English. Obviously, I won't be dealing with all the sutras of Vedic mathematics because it won't be applicable for any competitive exam. So it will be just part of Vedic maths which we'll be doing today, which will be in the ambit of all the management entrance exams. Okay, so I'll be using English language majorly. The reason is that some of my friends, they are in Australia and US, they wanted to watch this session somehow with their friends. So it'll be totally English. In case there is someone who wants me to repeat something in Hindi, you can just tell me in the comments. All right. So, yes. Archit, you have a doubt? Put it there. This person, Swami Krishna Tirathji Maharaj, he's the father of Vedic mathematics. Okay. Now, this guy, I should not say guy, but this learned person, he was the Shankaracharya of India in 1920s. And in 1929, he wrote a book called Vedic Mathematics, and it was derived supposedly from Atharva Veda, that is the fourth Veda of Hindu texts. All right. So, here we go. What would we learn today? Would we learn entire Vedic mathematics? No, because lot of Vedic mathematics is a part of computer software. A lot of software have been made by this. Analytics has been done by this. So if you, some engineers must have read about 9's complement method or 10's complement method. That is in the computer software industry. They use it. They also use it in fuzzy logic and neurosophic analysis. We are not going to do that. We'll do only the things which will be relevant to us or in the ambit of any kind of MBA entrance exams. Okay, we'll be doing that. So, all of you, I just need one thing. Harsh, I'll do that. I'll try to do that. Well, so I'm saying, under the ambit of MBA, there must be whatever it will be, how it will help us. So a lot of you must be thinking that in CAT or from this year, it's even in ZAT, they have started using calculators. In fact, ZAT uses scientific calculator, right? And CAT has calculator. Then why are we doing this? What is the requirement of doing speed calculations? So the reason is, I'll tell you the reason. The very simple and the most obvious reason is that it will save you a few seconds in every calculation. Few seconds, even if it is a saving of 10 seconds in one question, and let's say there are close to 40 calculations. So 40 is 400 seconds, which makes, more than 6 minutes, approximately 7 minutes. So in 7 minutes, you could do 2 to 3 questions more. That is one reason. Okay, and 2 to 3 questions can make or break your chances of final selection into a grade B school. That is one thing. Okay, that is one thing. The other thing is, whenever someone, let's say, for example, I'll just pick up someone, Anushriya. So Anushriya, let's say Anushriya is a singer. She sings a lot. She sings really well. And all of a sudden, someone asks Anushriya to start painting. It'll be very difficult for her to paint. But if she keeps on painting, automatically she will be, with some time, she will be learning it. Why that happens? Because our brain, whenever it gets something new, that's a psychological study which says if a human starts practicing something new, the brain starts forming some kind of nodes. You must have seen the brain. It has convolutions like this, right? Brain is like this, more or less. So why is it like this? So that in our skull, which has got a fixed, constant volume, uske andar jo brain gaya hai, that brain should have maximum surface area. So the more you practice things which you have not done earlier, brain starts forming new nodes, new convolutions start appearing, and that is the reason. There is a reason that your IQ will jump to at least 5 to 6 points. That is the second benefit, indirect benefit. Third is, when you play with numbers, when you start calculating with numbers, a lot of numbers become very obvious and very familiar to you. There is a familiarity. So once you are familiar with numbers, automatically it becomes very, kind of in sync or obvious when you see the same number which you have, calculated earlier. Okay, this number has this property. You will learn that. Automatically, it will be easy for you to start calculating. All right. So I hope now you understand that why we learn this. To connect to me, Mohammed Zad, you can just, go to the website, call on the this number, support number, and ask them to connect to me, and they will connect you to me. So let's start the session. Prerequisite. But everything has some kind of prerequisite, isn't it? So if you start learning words, building vocabulary, first you need to learn the letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? So prerequisite here, I have some sore cough. Anyway, sore throat. So first is squares. So I would suggest all of you should learn all these squares from 1 to 25. Most of you must be knowing it. Tell me in the comments if you know that. Some might be knowing more than this. Some would be saying, okay, I know till 35, I know till 50, I know till 100, whatever. So if you do not know till 25, learn that. And if you know more than 25, unlearn that. Now you'll be surprised. There'll be nobody who will be saying you, bhul jao cheezein, unlearn whatever is more than 25 because it's not required. I'll give you a certain technique through which you'll be able to calculate all these squares you want to. All right. So just for the sake of, kind of noting things down, for the perspective, let me write that. जिसको भी 25 के ऊपर याद है, वो उसको भूल जाएंगे. So I'll just write quickly. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. I would want to show you something. 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49. You must be knowing it, all of you. 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81. So what I want you to show here, if you look at this, the unit digit of 1 square and 9 square is same, and so is the case with 2 square and 8 square. So it's not just a square. We should also understand that there are some kind of patterns which we need to understand. The patterns we need to observe. 3 square के end में वही digit है जो 7 square के end में है. Same as with 4 and 6, and 5 is all alone. We cannot form a pair, right? You understand this? This is something which you need to observe. So more than teaching theorems of Vedic mathematics, I would like you to be at a level through which you'll be able to, analyze your own patterns. Ready for that? Tell me in the comments. So this is what we need to understand. And going further, I'll just write 10 square is 100. 11 square is 121. Wow, the same thing. If a number ends at 1, its square ends at 1. Isn't it? Similarly, 12 square must be ending with 4. Yeah, it is. 13 square must be ending with 9. Isn't it? Are you getting it? 14 square is 196. Ends with 6. 15 square must, end with 5. That's 2 to 5. 16 square, that is 256. 17 square, that will be equal to 289. 18 square must be equal to 324. 19 square is 361. So do you see the same thing again? If a number ends at certain digit, its square will definitely end at a particular digit. It cannot end haywire or anywhere, right? Now, till 25 we need to do that. 20 square is 400. 21 square is 441. 22 square is 484. 23 square is 529. 24 square is 576. And 25 square is 625. So, so far, oh, Ayush, thank you. So far, we have observed one pattern, that is the unit digit. And we should observe at certain more patterns just by looking at these 25 squares. Other things. Okay, so first, observation. Observation, जब होता है तो आंखें चमक जाती हैं, isn't it? You feel enlightened. So first observation is unit digits, isn't it? So even if you know all these squares, write this and also write these things, like what we can observe from this. First is unit digits, the pattern that we have seen. I have shown that in the white ink. Second, a perfect square ends at what? 0, 1. Can it end at 2 or 3? No. 4, yes. 5, yes. 6, yes. And 9. A perfect square ends at 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. So, I could recall a question way back from, I don't know which exam, and it was like, obviously they don't ask such questions now. Some Olympiad questions, bachpan mein. So it was like, they had given a few numbers, 10-digit numbers, and they asked which one of these is a square. Okay, know what? Only one number was there which had the last digits as this, and otherwise other numbers did not have it. Do you understand this part? That's also another observation. Do we have any more observations? Do we have any more observations here? What can we see? What can we observe? Yes, there's one thing which I can observe. You know what? 5 square is 25, okay. 15 square is 225, that's good. 25 is 25. So that definitely means that if a number ends at 5, its square would not just end at 5. Its square would end at 25. Augustus, thank you for saying that. Do you understand? If there is a number, there's a number which has 5 in the end, its square would always end at 25. That is for sure. So let me tell you the first theorem. If before 5 we had a, let's say a is a digit, then before 25 we'll be having a multiplied by its successor, that is a into a plus 1. If it is not clear, I'll just write that again. Look at this. This looks magical. A multiplied by its successor, that is a plus 1, and then 25 in the end. So let us take a few examples. For example, square root of 35. 3 multiplied by 4 and then 25. So the answer must be 1225. Isn't that nice? Some people have been knowing it, but those who do not know, it's beautiful, right? Let's take one more example. Let's say someone wants me to calculate 65 square. I will just write 6 multiplied by 7 is 42 and then ends at 25. That's it. My life is sorted. For example, someone asks me, okay, tell me the square of 125. I'll just write 12 multiplied by 13, then ends at 25. This will be 15625. So I will take you step by step. Now you must have realized this, but now you might be kind of, thinking that how did I multiply 12 and 13 so quickly, isn't it? Right, I'll pause for a few seconds. So the next question which comes automatically to your mind is how to calculate 12 multiplied by 13 so quickly, isn't it? So this session would be kind of a movie. Someone is saying कि लग रहा है movie जैसा ही है, a thriller movie. So every solution would pose a new problem. समझ में आ रहा है? हर सवाल के जवाब के बाद उस जवाब में एक नया सवाल आ जाएगा. अब सवाल ये बनता है कि इतनी जल्दी इसको मल्टीप्लाई कैसे किया गया है. That is what we're going to learn now. Is that clear? Anushka, till n number of dates, any number of dates. It's universally acceptable. Now, before going over there, there is one more scene in this movie, and that is called the prerequisite called cubes. Okay? Cubes. So, Devashish, what happened? Huh? 12 का square नहीं करना. 12 multiplied by 13. 12 multiplied by its successor. Okay? Well, now, the second prerequisite is, oh, Devashish, that's how you're saying. Okay, we'll come to that. You will be surprised. Let's see the cubes. This is also important. 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube is 27. Wow, so far so good. 4 cube is 64. 5 cube is 125. Okay, 6 cube. What is 6 cube? What is 6 cube? Is 216. 7 cube is 343. 8 cube is 512. 9 cube is 729. By the way, these cubes must be, you should remember it from 1 to 15. That is sufficient. All right. That is what we have. Then 10 cube, no prizes for guessing this. 1000, 11 cube must be 1331. 12 cube is 1728. 13 cube is 2197. 14 cube is 2744. 15 cube is 3375. All right. Do we see a pattern? Do we see a pattern here? Shiloh? Yeah. Because I need to tell it, that how 12 multiplied by 13 is 156. We'll come to that. Let's do the prerequisites first. There's something which I would like you to learn. Dev, obviously, Dev. That's what we are doing. This is the first session, the prerequisite. Okay, all of you have noted this? Do we see a pattern here? The first pattern is, in the case of squares, the unit digits of the squares were being shared by two different values. What do I mean by that? I mean, if a number ends at 4 or at 6, its square will end at 6 only. That is there. If a number square ends at 9, the square root can end at 3 or 7. There are two possibilities, right? But in case of cubes, that's not the case. If a number ends at 8, its cube root would end at 2 only. We will never be confused over here. Right? That is one thing. All of you got that? If a number ends at 3, its cube root must end at 7 only. Nothing else is there. This is a very important part, to analyze this entire table. So we have done that. What else? What else can we see? Let's see something else. A cube can end at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. सब कुछ पॉसिबल है. सब कुछ ही पॉसिबल है यहाँ पे. स्क्वायर में ऐसा नहीं था. स्क्वायर में कुछ फिक्स्ड डिजिट्स ही थी, बट क्यूब्स में इट कैन बी एनीथिंग. A perfect cube can end at any digit. Is that right? So if I draw an observation table, let's say number ends at A, then its cube would end at what? Ends at A, ends at what? Number ends at 0, cube ends at 0. Number ends at 1, cube ends at 1. Number ends at 2, cube ends at 8. 3, this will end at what? 7. Right? Number ends at 4, this ends at 4. 5 ka 5. 6 ka 6. 7, this is 3. 8, this will be 2. 9, this will be 9. Is that cool? This is the observation that we have seen here. Shivali will come to that. We'll come to that. Don't worry. Is that clear? That's a very important observation. Avani, it's just the observation. There is no theorem over here. This is a prerequisite. What's prerequisite? कि नई चीज सीखने के लिए हमें ये सब चीजें पता होनी चाहिए. So you need to promise me just one thing, that you will learn the squares from 1 to 25 and cubes from 1 to 15 and rest everything. एक चीज और होगी. And rest everything will be on your tips. Okay? So this was just the trailer, The film is yet to start. Okay, we are done with this. Can I have a look at one more observation? I think there is one more observation over here. Samnik, yes. एक और observation है. And that is 5 cube ends at 5, obviously. Yeah, Pramit. But 5 cube ends at, in case of last two digits, ends at 25, while 15 cube ends at 75. Do you see this? Debashish, yes, till 15. In the case of squares, if a number ends at 5, its square will always end at 25. But in case of cubes, it's not there. It's end at 25, here it's 75. Oh, big trouble over here. What needs to be done now? What should be done? कुछ तो पंगा है यहाँ पे. क्या पंगा है भाई? समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. Okay? I'm going to erase this. This is first observation. Second observation. Five cube was 125. Okay, nice. 15 cube is 3375. Okay, nice. Let's look at 25 cube. 25 का cube आखिर क्या होगा? क्या होगा? Didipriya, yes. Debashish, yes. 25 cube. 25 cube. What will that be? That will be 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. Do you see the pattern now? It's 25, then 75, then 25. Repeating after 2. So here we draw a pattern that if a number ends at 5, let's say before it was A, its cube can have 25 or 75. So it'll be 25, 25 if A is even, 75 if A is odd. How cool is that? Okay. Got it, everyone? That's the second observation. Perfect, no? Looks good. All of you got that written? Do we have more observations? Nubi Preneur, for that we have no pattern. That is what we do calculate. But this thing will be very much applicable in number session. So when we start with the number theory, the first unit of CAT, there you realize how important was this part. Okay. Remember, we'll come to that also. We'll come to that. We have rules for everything. Yes, Samyak, exactly. Exactly. Well, so having said that, this is 3. It can be any odd power, be it 1, be it 5, be it 7, be it whatever. Cool? Yeah, I'll explain that once again. There's a number which ends at 5, and before that it was A. A can be anything. So the cube will be ending at 25 if A is even, and it's 25 if A is odd. Here we have the examples also. This is 5, this is 2. 2 is even, right? 2 is even. So cube ends at 25. Here 5, then we have 1. 1 is odd. 1 is odd. So if 1 is odd, it should be 75 in the end. That's it. All right, Naveen, Oishi. Looks good. Nice. Now let us try to solve a simple example. An example goes like this. What are the last 2 digits of 1, 3, 1, 5, 7, 5 cube? Tell me, what will be the last 2 digits of this? Usually squares have been done. We'll do the square roots. Mortal study says give one trick to memorize all things while creating such a mass up, mess up, whatever. पहली बात तो ये मॉडल कॉम्बैट मॉडल स्टडी अभी तक कोई ट्रिक सिखाई गई नहीं है. अभी तक तो हमने कोई ट्रिक समझाई भी नहीं है. अभी तक सिर्फ ये बताया गया है कि आपको क्यूब्स और स्क्वायर्स याद करने चाहिए. ये स्क्वायर क्यूब को जब लिखा गया है तो उसमें कुछ चीज़ें दिख रही हैं, ऑब्जर्व किया जा रही है. वो ऑब्जर्वेशन क्या है उसको मैं लिखवा रहा हूँ. ये चीज़ तुम्हारे नंबर थ्योरी में काम आएगी जब तुम कैट की तैयारी, जब नंबर सिस्टम पढ़ना शुरू कर दोगे तो. ठीक है? ट्रस्ट इन द प्रोसेस. और इफ़ यू थिंक आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ मेस अप देन यू आर वेलकम टू लीव. Okay, I've been doing this for 10 years, so I know what I'm doing, right? Or you can do it on your own. I really don't mind. The people who want this, if you don't want this, you can go. So it will end at 75 only. Perfect. So we have, sometimes there are questions in CAT or other exams which ask such stuff, last 2 dates. All right? Chalo. Let's go to the next one. So we did 2 things, squares and cubes. All right. All right. Now coming to the first technique to find the cube roots. All right, yeah, Hemant. Cube roots. So there are, obviously they won't be asking you find the cube root of this, but this is going to help you in algebra, right? Karuna, the last number, just the odd one. Okay, ठीक है. So cube roots. Let's say someone comes up to you and asks you, find the cube root of, let's take a simple number, 1728. Obviously, they won't be asking cube root in the exam, but this is going to help you in, let's say there is a cubic equation through which you're finding the roots. They'll be helping you in future. So I won't explain that how it will help you, because that will be teaching entire algebra, which will come in future. But right now, let's focus on that how to find the cube root of this one. So what you do, you just need to count Samyak 25 tak. So just count 1, 2, 3 and put a line. Okay, now listen very carefully. This is a perfect cube. Obviously, this will be helping only if it's a perfect cube. The number ends at 8. So its cube root must end at 2. Is that right? You have the table which I gave to you. The cube root must end at 2. And this one lies in between which two cubes? One cube is 1 and 2 cube is 8. This one lies in this range. So whatever the range is there, okay, just choose the smaller one, smaller value. So between 1 and 2, we'll choose smaller value, that is 1. Let's put 1 here, and that is the answer. The answer is 12. That's it. Sharp Genius हाँ बहुत बुक्स हैं, बट जो मैं बता रहा हूँ इसके आगे कुछ उसमें है भी नहीं, है ना? That will be more than sufficient. So that's it. That's it. That's all. It's solved. Let's take one more example. 10648. Now let's write 1, 2, 3 and put a line like this. This number, yeah, Nanya, I'll be giving you different examples. With a lot of examples, it'll be easy to understand. Yeah, Gitanshi. See, so this example, this number ends at 8, all right? So tell me, if a cube ends at 8, its cube root must end at what? Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'll be giving you 5 to 6 examples through which it will be clear to all of you. Don't worry. Anonymous nahi. Calculus exam mein nahi aata. All right. So, if a number ends at 8, its cube root must end at 2. We are not concerned with these two digits. Is okay. अब इस लाइन की बात जो है ना, उसको देखो. ये किन दो क्यूब्स के बीच में आता है? 2 क्यूब जो कि 8 है, 3 क्यूब जो कि 27 है, इन दोनों के बीच में ये आता है. तो we'll choose the smaller one. That is 2, not 3. Clear? Just put 2 here and that's the answer. It's done. Vishwa, once we start with number system, arithmetic, algebra, these things will be used over there. Okay? Right now, just learn these things. We're using that in the future. Clear to all of you? Isn't this interesting? Don't you think so? Palak, after 2 nahi hai, after 3 from the right hand side. Yeah, I'll explain again. I'll be explaining it with a different example, okay? Let's take a different example. Let me take a number 39304. ये टेक्निक क्या है? मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूँ. राइट हैंड साइड से, अभी समझ में आ जाएगा. रुको 5-6 एग्जाम्पल दूंगा, समझ में आ जाएगा. राइट हैंड साइड से गिनो 3. ध्यान से सुनना. राइट हैंड कौन सा है? ये वाला है ना. यू अंडरस्टैंड इट. राइट हैंड साइड 1, 2, 3. एक लाइन खींच दो. ठीक है? सीमा एग्जैक्टली. ठीक है? Once you're done that, now you need to identify that if this number ends at 4, its cube root must end at what? Muskan, exactly. 3 digits from the right. The cube root must end at 4. All of you got that? Bhavani, that's a good question. See, the thing is, if it was not a perfect cube, you would be using calculus to find the cube root, maybe approximations. But this will be used when, let's say, there's a cubic equation in which the values are given. You need to find the range is given. You need to find the domain. This is where it is going to help. All right. So how is it going to be applied in CAT questions? We'll be doing in once we start algebra. If I start explaining that, the class will go in some other direction. So अभी ये चीज पढ़ लो, कैसे यूज होगी वो बताऊंगा मैं, ठीक है? Okay. So 4 and this 39 lies in between which two squares, which two cubes? 3 cube, that is 27, and 4 cube, that is 64. इसके बीच में लाई करता है, 3 is smaller, let's say 3, and that's it. It's done. It's exciting, isn't it? Yes, Samik, there is a reason, obviously. But to get to the reasons, I'll be explaining that slowly and steadily. Abhi kya hai ki a lot of things to be learned. Once you learn that, absorb that information. By the way, once the class is over, probably if you don't revise it, the next day you will forget this. So once you keep on revising for 4 to 5 days, automatically you will be able to understand what the reason is. And after that, we'll be interacting that did you find the reason? And then we'll be interacting whether the reason that you have found are correct or not. So, this is how people actually learn. All right, let's do this stuff first. Let's do one more example. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 is there, okay. Then 5, 3, 3. So what needs to be done? From the right hand side, 1, 2, 3, let's put a line. Debashish, from the right hand side, just count 3 digits. That's it. Sai Charjan, there is no fixed rule to that, but anything from 4 to 8 hours is necessary. Fall in love with CSE? Exactly. मैंने पहले बता दिया कि ये चीज़ कैट में यूज़ कहाँ पे होगी. क्यूबिक इक्वेशन अगर है तो ऑटोमेटिकली इफ यू पुट समथिंग इन दी क्यूबिक इक्वेशन तो बाहर जो निकलेगा क्यूब ही निकलेगा. तो रेंज गिवन है, डोमेन निकालना आसान हो जाएगा. हम सीखेंगे वो वंस वी स्टार्ट अलजेब्रा. हियर ends at 3, so its cube root must be ending at what? 7. All right. And here we have 4, 5, 6. This lies in between which two cubes? 7 cube is 3, 4, 3, and 8 cube is 5, 1, 2. Lies between these two. 7 is smaller. Let's put 7, and that's the answer. All right. मानसी क्या हो गया? सिंपल तो है. Nothing can be simpler than this. हाँ, अभी देखते रहो धीरे धीरे ना सब कुछ जो मैं ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस. जो भी यहाँ सिखाया रहा उसको सीख लो. ये कैसे काम कहाँ आएगा वो बाद में देखेंगे. अगर तुम जब नर्सरी या केजी क्लास में थे, ABCD तुमने पूछा था कि ये ABCD काम कहाँ आने वाला है, ऑब्वियसली बता दूंगा कहाँ काम आएगा. बट मैं अभी बता दूंगा ये 2 घंटे में हो नहीं पाएगा. वो बस समझाने के लिए आपकी 20 घंटे की क्लासेस अलजेब्रा की होंगी. यू गेट दैट? सो लेट्स गो इन अ प्रॉपर फ्लो, क्रोनोलॉजिकल सीक्वेंस. डोंट वरी. Exactly, Anushka. Now you got it. That's why I said to learn the cubes till 15. Let me write one more. 1, 0, 6, 1, 2, 0, 8. And now I'll not help you. I want the answers. Great, Ananya. कृष्णा भी सब समझ में आ जाएगा. राम वो नहीं, अभी बताया मैंने. परफेक्ट क्यूब होंगे तभी क्यूब रूट निकाल पाओगे. अदरवाइज देयर आर अप्रॉक्सीमेशंस. There are various ways through which you can also realize whether a number is perfect cube or not. We're doing that once we start algebra. ठीक है? अभी जो है वो स्किल ये है कि perfect cube होना चाहिए. ठीक है? चलो let's do this. मैंने यहाँ बात लिख देता हूँ. follow the process because it is chronological and tested and tried for centuries. All right? एक कारण होता है कि पहले आप नर्सरी फिर केजी फिर फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड में आते हो, है ना? तो उसी तरह तुमको लेके जा रहा हूं, ठीक है? ये अगर 2 ना के 1 हो तो क्या होना चाहिए, 0 ना के 9 होता तो गलत हो जाता, वो सब बातें मैं जानता हूँ, ऑब्वियसली जानता हूँ ना, ये जानता हूँ, वो भी जानता हूँ। तो ये मत करो कि तो ऐसा होगा तो गलत हो जाएगा, मैं खुद ही बता रहा हूँ, वो तो मुझे पता है ना कि भाई गलत हो जाएगा अगर 5 6 का 5 रख दिया तो, इसलिए पहले ही बोल दिया है कि परफेक्ट क्यूब है, उसी का क्यूब रूट निकाल रहे हैं। तो इस तरह की बातें मत करो, इससे टाइम वेस्ट होता है। यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? इतना बता रहा हूँ, पता ही होगा ना मेरे को भाई। ओके, सो 1 2 3, let's put a line. Ends at 8. Ends at 8. Must be ending at 2. Cube root must be ending at 2. प्रमिला ठीक है, मैं मिठाई का वेट करूंगा. Okay. Now 1061. This lies between cubes of 10 and 11, isn't it? छोटा कौन है? 10. Let's write 10 over here, and that is the answer. Now, we have done a lot of examples. We'll go to the next theorem now. But before that, the question that I was actually, looking for, nobody has asked that yet. People are asking questions which are obviously relevant, but at the very same time unanswerable, because for those questions we need to do a lot of algebra. The question which should be coming to your mind right now, there are more than 400 people watching this live stream, but nobody has asked me the question which I would have asked had I been a student. Aryan, yes. Nobody asked me that. मुझसे अगर तुम पूछोगे वो सवाल जो पूछना चाहिए था, आइडियल, तब मुझे लगता है कि ठीक है। देखो, हर शिष्य को अच्छा गुरु चाहिए, हर गुरु को अच्छा शिष्य भी चाहिए। शिष्य को अच्छा बनाना मेरा काम है, लेकिन मैं चाहता हूं कि शिष्य वो, अगर वो सवाल तुम पूछ लोगे तो मैं समझ जाऊंगा कि तुम चीज़ों को अच्छे से समझ रहे हो। Probably will take some seconds. The thing is, अनन्या नहीं, वो लोग पूछ चुके हैं। The thing is, nobody asked me, sir, how are you calculating such huge cubes mentally? Nobody is asking me that. ये सवाल पूछना चाहिए था कि आपने इतना बड़ा नंबर मन में कैलकुलेट कैसे कर रहे हो? How are you giving the examples? That's the perfect question. Okay? Nobody asked me that. Ram, बहुत अच्छी बात है. That is the question which I was looking for. So, before we go to the next theorem, let me write one more number. All right? युवराज, no. खाली है. कुछ नहीं लिखा नहीं है, मैं रैंडमली लिख रहा हूँ. Okay, so let me write one more number. यही बात तो मेन है. No, Rahul, not 15 years. It's been 10 years. Okay. So let's write one more number. क्या लिख दूँ मैं? एक और क्यूब को अच्छा से लिखते हैं, कुछ बढ़िया सा. 1, थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट करता हूँ मैं इसको. ओके, पहले इजी कर देते हैं. ऑल ऑफ यू रेडी? ओके, लेट मी गिव यू समथिंग लाइक, एक इजी नंबर देख लेते हैं. 9261. 9261. दिस वन इज इजी राइट. तो ये मैंने इसलिए किया कि जो लोग बाद में आए हैं वो लोग भी एक बार सब लोग इससे वाकिफ हो जाएं. नंबर एंड्स एट 1, क्यूब रूट एंड 1. 9 lies between 1 cube, no, 2 cube and 3 cube. 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27. Choose the smaller one, 2, that's the answer. Perfect. ठीक है. अब एक लास्ट एग्जाम्पल, थोड़ा बड़ा नंबर ले लेता हूं मैं. लेट मी कैलकुलेट. ओके, 1404928. That is the number. Try to find this cube root. अच्छा, एक बात, किसी ने बोला कि आप इतने साल से पढ़ा रहे हो इसलिए आप ये कर ले रहे हो. सच ये नहीं है. सच ये है कि मैं ये कर पा रहा हूं इसीलिए इतने साल से पढ़ा रहा हूं. समझे बात को? दैट इज कॉल्ड लेंस लॉ. We humans have a logical fallacy. We think we always look at the cause before the reason. People feel, oh, you are teaching, you must be great in mathematics. That's not the thing. Because I was good in maths, that's why I'm teaching. Reason comes before the cause. Getting it? That's a logical fallacy, and to this fallacy, a lot of people do a lot of questions wrong in logical reasoning section of CAT. So I'll be telling you the philosophical theorems as well, which were. This is called Lenz's law in physics. Effect opposes the cause. Do you remember that? Back EMF wala yaad hai? The electromotive force, what is it? Negative rate of change of flux. Engineers. 1, 2, 3, let's put a line there. Ends at 8, cube must end at 2. All right. 1404 lies between 12 cube, that is 1728, and 13 cube, that is 2197. Choose a small one. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ ये? 11 cube is 1331. Choose a smaller number, that is 11. So 112 is the correct answer over here. Now the thing is, how to calculate 112 का cube in mind? Right? उस पे आएंगे. Okay, chalo. So let's go to the next one now. Devansh, exactly. Now we are going to square roots. Now you must be thinking, यार स्क्वायर में 2 होता है पावर, है ना, और क्यूब में होता है 3. पर ये हमने क्यूब पहले कर लिया, स्क्वायर बाद में क्यों कर रहे हैं? देवाशीष विल कम टू दैट ऑल्सो, थोड़ी बाद में. पहले बाकी चीज समझ जाए. यहाँ पे क्यूब रूट्स हमने पहले कर लिया, स्क्वायर रूट बाद में क्यों कर रहे हैं? सो व्हाट आई वांट फ्रॉम माय स्टूडेंट्स इज अ लॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव, a scientific acumen, which is what our constitution also kind of expects. We Indians should be having scientific acumen. तो क्यों मैं स्क्वायर रूट बाद में कर रहा हूँ, क्यूब रूट पहले किया? उसका कारण क्या था? पहले था. कारण क्या था? In the cube roots, the cubes of a number ends with unique digits. But the squares of a number do not end with unique digits. So basically, if a number ends at 1, its square root can end at either 1 or 9. That is the reason. Getting it? So let's do that. First of all, let me pick a cube. For example, a square, 2401. So everybody pay attention. In the cube roots, I counted 3 points from right hand side. Now I'll count only two from right hand side. So I'm also giving you example reasons that why cube root becomes before square root. 1 and 2, put a line. Square root है. अब 3 पे ही लाइन क्यों खींच रहे थे और 2 पे ही क्यों खींच रहे थे, इस बात का जवाब मैं तो दूंगा ही आगे चल के, पर मुझसे पहले तुम लोग खुद दे दोगे जैसे हम और इससे खेलना शुरू करेंगे. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाट द रियल लर्निंग इज. 0 1. अब प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या है? द प्रॉब्लम इज 0 1. If a square ends at 1, its square root can end at either 1 or 9. Now we are confused, isn't it? rest everything remains same. 24 is a number that lies between 5 square, that is 25, and 6 square, that is 36. छोटा pick कर लो, 5. So the answer is either 51 or 59. Okay? Now, be very careful what I'm going to say now. मैंने ये क्या लिख दिया है? मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया है. बोल सीधा रहा हूँ, लिख उल्टा रहा हूँ. रुक जाओ. 4 स्क्वायर होगा ना? हाँ, देखा, ये गलतियां भी हो सकती हैं. 4 square 16, 525. Lies between this. So we'll pick 4, not 5, not 6. 4. The answer is either 41 or 49. Now what we have to choose? 41 or 49? Here, you need to see, okay, we kind of agree that it lies between square of 4 and 5, this number 24, but 24 is closer to 5, not 4. So we'll take the upper limit, this, and not this. Is that clear? Is that clear? So when you have a confusion, you will take the nearest number. Okay? यहाँ तो 4 ही आएगा, यहाँ 5 नहीं आएगा. लेकिन 41 और 49 में से we will choose 49 because 24 is closer to the upper limit. Is that clear? नहीं समझा? Let me give you one more example. Let's take one more example. 1681. Look at the example. Put a line here. Ends at 1. So the square root should end at either 1 or 9. Yeah, I'll repeat with different examples. 16 lies where? 16 lies where? क्या रेंज आएगी? क्या रेंज आएगी? 4 and 4 square is 16 and 5 square 25. So lies between this, we'll pick the smaller one, 4. Okay. Answer is either 41 or 49. So what I told you, once you reach this stage, you need to check 16 lies between these two, but it is closer to the lower number. That's why we'll pick the lower and reject the higher. And if you remember, the last example that I gave you was of 2401, which was nothing but square of 49. Did you see that? I picked this, then I picked this. You can see the difference clearly. Okay. House square ends at 9. कौन पूछ रहा है? A. आपका नाम क्या है? I don't know. जो शुरुआत में मैंने बताया था, आप शायद लेट ज्वाइन किए हो. 1 का स्क्वायर भी 1 होता है, 9 का स्क्वायर 81 होता है, तो एंड में 1. All right. No, Yashit. No. Chandan, very good question. Chandan has asked the question which I was expecting. Chandan, I'll answer that. Let me give you some more examples first. A lot of people they want some more examples. Let me take a different example. The example is 2304. सब लोग ध्यान से सुनेंगे इस बात को. स्क्वायर रूट निकालना है, गिनो 1 2. हिंदी में समझा रहा हूँ मैं. Some people want in Hindi, so in Hindi I am doing that. Okay. Muskan will start with a lower value. Atharv will come to that. The lower value will start a lower value. Okay. Abhishek and Atharv. चलो 2304. 1 2 put a line. इस नंबर के एंड में 4 है, मतलब इसके स्क्वायर रूट के एंड में 2 होगा या 8 होगा. जो लेट आए थे वो याद करें. 2 स्क्वायर इज 4, 8 स्क्वायर इज 64. दोनों के ही स्क्वायर के एंड में 4 आता है. ऑलराइट, ठीक है. हिंदी में समझा रहा हूं एक बार. 23 जो है वो किन दो स्क्वायर्स के बीच में आता है? 4 का स्क्वायर होता है 16 और 5 का स्क्वायर होता है 25. इनके बीच में आ रहा है, छोटे वाले को उठा लो. ठीक है भाई. तो हमारा जो जवाब होगा वो 42 होगा या 48 होगा, 42 या 48 होगा. ये भी हिंदी में बोल दिया मैंने. ठीक है. अब 23 इनके बीच में आता तो है, ये बात तो सही है, लेकिन 23 क्लोजर किसके है? बड़े वाले के। तो इसका जो आंसर होगा वो बड़ा वाला होगा। विल चूज 48 एंड रिजेक्ट 42। इज दैट क्लियर नाउ? आई विल गिव यू मोर एग्जांपल्स, डोंट वरी। हाँ आकृति, जो भी नंबर होगा लोअर लिमिट से शुरू करोगे, इसलिए ऐसा होगा, ठीक है? 16 था तो हम 4 के स्क्वायर से ही शुरू करेंगे, उसके पीछे से नहीं शुरू करेंगे। देवाशीष, यस देवाशीष, एक सवाल ये किसी और ने पूछा है। दैट्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन, आई विल कम टू दैट। इतना क्लियर हो गया? ऑल ऑफ यू, इज दैट क्लियर? संबित बिल्कुल सही, आएंगे आएंगे आएंगे, हर्षित आएंगे, वहां पे भी आएंगे। सम्यक, वी डोंट नीड टू क्रॉस वेरीफाई, आई टोल्ड यू पहले भी, we'll do this part when we do algebra. Now, how to verify that? Alia, how is 23 closer to 48? No, 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 no. Oh, Alia, no. 23, this number lies between 16 and 25, but it's closer to 5 ka square. That is why between these two numbers, we are choosing the larger number. If this was closer to 4 square, we would have chosen the smaller number. That's it. Getting it? अभिषेक, विल कम टू दैट। एक एग्जाम्पल पहले और कर लेते हैं। कुमार कीरत, आई थिंक आई टोल्ड दिस अर्लियर ऑल्सो, दीज टेक्निक्स आर वैलिड if and only if things are perfect cubes or perfect squares. That has been taken, I am repeating this I think 10th time now, but probably you have joined late. Those things in which things are not perfect squares or cubes, that will be done once we start algebra. Okay, so that will take at least 20 hours of teaching to reach that level. Right now it's just that we are doing things for in which we have perfect cubes or perfect squares. Question okay, wait, I'll come to one more example. One more example. 3, 3, 6, 4. Those people, the people who have joined late, I'll tell you what, before starting the session, in the beginning of the session, I told you that you need to remember all the squares from 1 to 25 and all the cubes from 1 to 15. So that thing is there, and there are certain observations based on those things which, which we have discussed in the beginning. Probably you guys have missed it, you must have joined late. So now I'll just go there. Okay. See. Let's count 1, 2, put a line. The numbers ends at 4. The square root must end at 2 or 8. You will ask why. Because 2 square is 4 and 8 square is 64. इसको मत देखो, the last digit. So last digit depend करता है कि square root क्या हो सकता है. Two possibilities are there. It is either 2 or 8. I'm repeating this for the people who have joined recently. And 33 किन दो स्क्वायर्स के बीच में लाई करता है, ध्यान से सुनना सब लोग. 5 का स्क्वायर होता है 25 और 6 का स्क्वायर होता है 36. ठीक है, सबको पता है ये बात? हर्ष, एग्जैक्टली, ठीक है. अब इन दोनों में इसके बीच में लाई 33 कर रहा है, ठीक है, कहीं लाई कर रहा है. छोटा कौन है? 5. तो पहला जो डिजिट है वो हम यहां से उठा लेंगे. अब 52 और 58 में से क्या होना चाहिए ये हमें कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा, इस पे आते हैं. देखना, 33, 25 और 36 के बीच में लाई तो करता है, लेकिन ये 36 के पास है, मतलब बड़े नंबर के पास है. तो इन दोनों में जो बड़ा होगा वो सिलेक्ट करेंगे, छोटे को रिजेक्ट कर देंगे. अब ये बात समझ में आ चुकी है. अगर मैं यहीं पे 52 का स्क्वायर लिख दूं तो मैं क्लियर समझ में आ जाएगा. इसका स्क्वायर है 2704. देखो, अब मैं सेम चीज़ अगर यहाँ पे लगाता हूँ, एंड में 4 है, इट कैन बी आइदर 2 और 8, वी आर श्योर. 27 लाइज बिटवीन दीज टू, बट 27 इज क्लोजर टू द स्मॉलर नंबर. दैट इज वाई वी विल चूज 52, not 58. I have done both the things simultaneously. Now you take your time. I'm counting 10 seconds में आपको बात समझ में अच्छी तरह से आ जाएगी. Now it's clear to all of you? That's why I wrote it simultaneously. Anuj, yeah, we'll come to that. What is number lies in middle? This is a question which a lot of people have asked already. And I told you, I'll answer this first. First, we'll clear this part. If it is clear to all of you, so that close to 400 people, I need 400 yeses or 400 whatever, some kind of reaction, so that the next question, which is very obvious, कि कोई चीज़ अगर बीच में है तो क्या करना चाहिए? Okay. Suraj, not the perfect square, that will do in algebra, not in Vedic mathematics. That's a different thing altogether. Okay? चलो, ये बात समझ में आपको आ चुकी है? I am so happy. 400 people are there. Nice. अब आते हैं सवाल पे, कुछ नंबर बीच में अगर हुआ तो क्या करेंगे? आदित्य, हाँ, ये सवाल भी अच्छा है कि मैं इतनी जल्दी ये स्क्वायर नंबर लिख कैसे रहा हूं। सबसे अच्छी बात तो सवाल ये बनता है कि आप इतनी स्क्वायर कर कैसे रहे हो यार। आलिया, you got it? Okay. Now, people are asking, what if the number lies in between? We'll choose the smaller one or the larger one, greater one. That's a great thing altogether. Let me answer this. So whenever we are doing this, we're taking two successive squares, isn't it? Is that true? Successive मतलब क्या होता है? एक के बाद एक. Like in the previous case, we took 5 square and 6 square, 3 square, 4 square. Successive लेना हमेशा. When we're choosing the first digit, that is what we are doing, right? Right? अब मुझे एक बात बताओ, अगर तुम दुनिया में कहीं भी जो पूरी काउंटिंग है उसमें कभी भी कोई दो सक्सेसिव नंबर उठा लोगे, प्रमिला, I'll come to that again. Wait, I'll give one more example. पहले ये आंसर कर दूं मैं. So, अगर तुम पूरे नंबर सिस्टम में काउंटिंग में कोई भी दो सक्सेसिव नंबर्स उठा लोगे अगर, तो उसमें हमेशा एक नंबर ऑड होगा, दूसरा इवन होगा, या फिर पहला इवन होगा, दूसरा ऑड होगा. क्या ये बात सही है? Yes or no? Tell me. Be quick. I need lot of comments over there. If you pick any two random numbers successively, one of them will be odd, other will be even, or first is even, second is odd. Swamit, exactly, you got that? Yes, Mohammed Bashir, you got that? Huh. That is the real question, the real observation, the real interpretation. Okay? So, yes, it's going to be there. And once we have that, so the square of an odd number will always be an odd number. The square of an even number will always be an even number. Difference of even and odd number. Now you get it. There will be no number in the middle. ऐसा कभी हो ही नहीं पाएगा. तो जो सवाल था, अगर बीच में आए तो कौन सा पिक करेंगे? बीच में आएगा ही नहीं. देखा, मतलब वैदिक मैथ्स जब बनाई थी स्वामी तीरथ जी महाराज ने, कितना ज्यादा ऑब्जर्वेशन किया होगा. ऑल ऑफ दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन ओनली ऑब्जर्वेशन. दैट्स इट. कूल. So people have understood this. Now I would just, as you know, people can be, people have different kind of orientations. People like a lot of things. I like numbers a lot. I love numbers, I love the numbers you're writing on the screen. I love the numbers, concurrent viewers, chat rate, views, view duration, concurrent viewers, date, time. The only number that I'm not liking right now is the number of likes. It's just 75. We are 400 people. Guys, hit that like button here. I should also like something here. No, you are looking at me from 400 different IP addresses. I can just look at your names. सूरज आएंगे, ठीक है. एक बार मैं जल्दी से एक और एग्जाम्पल से रिपीट करा दूंगा, क्लियर हो जाएगा. Okay. चलो सो एक जल्दी से एक एग्जांपल और दे देता हूँ, चीज़ें क्लियर हो जाएंगी। लेकिन एग्जांपल देने से बेटर ये है ना कि अब मैं तुम्हें पैटर्न ही दिखा दूँ। अब जो मैं करूँगा पैटर्न दिखाऊंगा वो एकदम क्लियर कट समझ में आ जाएगी क्या हो रहा है। अगला वैसे बेस मल्टीप्लिकेशन था। बिफोर गोइंग देयर आई विल शो यू अ पैटर्न एंड यू विल रियलाइज दैट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली was happening. By the way, this pattern was saved for the last part of the session, but people are asking me, so let me write that. देखो ध्यान से देखो, I am picking 50 का square, that is 2500. All of you understand this part. Nobody has any doubt there, isn't it? ठीक है? Nobody has doubt on this. 5 का स्क्वायर 25 है, 0 का 2 0 आ जाएंगे, सबको पता है बात, ये इसके लिए कुछ भी ज़्यादा जानने की जरूरत नहीं है। अब मैं यहाँ कुछ नंबर्स लिखूंगा और तुम खुद बोल दोगे कि हमें दिखाई दे रहा है क्या कर रहा है, क्या हो रहा है। 49 का स्क्वायर इज 2401 एंड 51 का स्क्वायर इज 2601। डिड यू सी अ पैटर्न? अगर नहीं दिखा अभी भी तो एक और चीज करते हैं। अब मैं तुम लोग को बनाऊंगा मैथमेटिशियन, ओके? देखो अब जो हम यहां पे कर रहे हैं ये वैदिक मैथ्स नहीं है, दिस इज ब्रह्म गणित, ओके? सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ वेरियस वेज, version 1.0, lot of different kind of disciplines which talk about speed calculations. In Brahma Ganit, there is one pattern that I would like to show you, and then you will understand what exactly is happening over here. 53 square is 2809, while 47 square is 2209. What are we able to observe over here? 01 and 01 are same, 04 and 04 are same, this is also same. How do I identify? 50 is lying in between. 50 is the standard frame of reference, all right? 50 is the standard frame of reference over here. So when I go to 49, that is one step backward from 50. If I go to 51, it is one step forward from 50. If I don't talk about forward and backward, can I say that 49 and 51 both lie at a distance of 1 from 50? Can I say that? पीछे गया आगे ये बात की बात है, बट एक बात कंफर्म है कि ये दोनों ही नंबर 50 से 1 की दूरी पे हैं। और not just that, 48 and 52 both lie at a distance of 2 from 50, isn't it? So what exactly is happening over here? What exactly is happening over here? क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? जो ये डिस्टेंस है, इसी डिस्टेंस का स्क्वायर ये लास्ट की 2 डिजिट्स बन जा रही है। Do you realize that? In the similar fashion, 47 and 53 are 3 steps away. The last 2 digits are just the square of the difference of that number from 50. Karuna, wait. Hold your horses, Karuna. रुक जाओ. आएंगे, step by step आएंगे. I know you're excited now, but we'll go there. Wait. Is that clear? So now we are sure the last 2 digits are being determined by the square of the distance of these numbers from 50. What about these numbers? ये कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? मुझे लग रहा है बताने की जरूरत है, तुम समझ चुके होगे अब तक, है कि नहीं? 50 के स्क्वायर की फर्स्ट टू लास्ट टू 0 हटा के जो बचा है 25, अगर मैं उससे एक पीछे जा रहा हूँ तो 24 है, एक आगे जा रहा हूँ तो 26 है। Krishna, it is majorly English, but we use Hindi as well. Okay, at times, majorly it's English. If someone wants me to repeat something in Hindi, obviously that is my duty, I'll do that, but it's the mode of instruction is English. 27. So now let's make you mathematicians. Just you are 1 hour and 10 minutes old in this session, And what you're going to do now will surprise even you, not just me. You will be surprised AF. Okay? अगर आज से पहले तुमसे कोई आके ये बोलता, Hansika, nothing has been lost in translation. If I have spoken 100 words, only one was in Hindi, don't worry at all. So if someone comes to you and says, hey dude, do you know square of 57? And you are like, no, I don't know. I put on the calculator and do the stuff. But right now, you guys have turned into small-time mathematicians. You would just realize 57 lies 7 steps ahead of 50. That means I need to add 7 to 25 to get the first 2 digits. And then distance is 7. I need to write 7 square. And now I have the answer, 3249. How cool is that? This can be done in just 3 seconds. Is that right? Got it? Do you realize how smart you guys have become? And think about it, once you start doing this for next 4 days, you're going to surprise yourself and everyone around you. Let's take one more example. What if someone asks you, hey dude, what's the square of 42? Now you will see, okay, 42 is what distance away from 50? It's 8. So in the end, we must have 8 square. Okay, that is taken. And 8 less than 25. 25 minus 8 is 17. That's the answer. Just 3 seconds for you, once again for me. Right? That is why, I told you, it's a thriller movie. We are at the high point right now. The climax is yet to come. Mansi will come to that. Wait. Let's enjoy this scene first. It's a romantic song. We'll come to the action also. Okay? Manash. Well, now, if you have seen different videos or maybe heard some people talking, there's something which some people out of you must have seen this or heard this or probably knew about this. Okay? But now what I'm going to do, people are asking, is it only for the range 50? Brahma Ganit is universal, guys. Okay, I'll come. But someone want me to repeat this. Motivation mantra, that's what I said. This is not the square of 7. No. Lot of people will actually, confuse this to be square of the last digit. It's not the case. Because in here, 2 ka square is 04, 7 square is 49, then 3 square is 09. What is happening exactly? We are not squaring the unit digit. We are squaring the distance of this number from 50. Okay? That is something which we need to understand. Coming to what Pramila is saying, Pramila says what? Pramila, repeat 42. 42, yeah. 42. So Pramila, 42 is how far from 50? It's 8 steps away. 8 steps away, right? And 8 steps less. So 25 minus 8 and square of 8 is what you get here. So 25 minus 8 is 17, square of 8 is 64. Avani will come to that, wait. So now comes a very important comprehension here. Still, I am not, the number I'm not liking is the number of likes, just 166. What happened, guys? You don't like me? You don't like my face? You don't like this board, my writing or something? Do that. It motivates me also. Like you are a human, you have ambitions. I'm also human. I also have a lot of ambitions. Put the likes over there, guys. At least I should know, okay, I should be motivated to, tell more. You know what? Teaching is performance. It's like acting. So an actor out alone cannot perform. He needs audience, right? You get that? An actor out alone, a dog without a bone, has got no use, no utility. Okay. Now, this thing is clear to us. And how it became clear? Once I wrote these numbers. So now comes the question that why did I ask you to rote learn the squares from 1 to 25? Okay, 1 to 25. Okay, Rosina, I'll come there. Rosina, very good, very smart. The first question first. Why did I ask you to remember all the squares from 1 to 25? The reason is, if you took 50 as the base, you can go 25 steps backwards and 25 steps forward. So in a way, you know all these squares from 1 to 25, and because you know these squares, you can move 25 steps up and down. Right? So in a way, you have covered all these squares from 1 to 75. That's what you have covered by now, guys. And now, I'll show you some more examples which can actually, kind of bamboozle you. Ankit, yes. All right. So, now comes the problem. What if you want to calculate square of 61? Or Rosina says, I'll write the name of Rosina over here. Such a nice name. Rosina wants me to calculate 39 square. Okay, so let's do that. 61 square. Our base was 50. In Brahma Ganit, the base is called as, this entire principle is known as Mool Varg Siddhant, as it is in Sanskrit. Or if I translate it literally into English, that will be base square principle. All right. So keeping 50 as the base, we are able to calculate all the squares from 1 to 75. Ankit, वही तो आ रहे, 39 वही तो है, 30, 40 बीच में तो है. We're coming there. Okay, so here, what is the base? So now you have to analyze. Suraj, what question? 50 के ऊपर आएगा, समझ पीछे. सूरज वही तो कर रहा हूँ, 39, 50 पीछे तो है भाई. इग्नोर नहीं कर रहा मैं. Look at this. Okay, देख तो लिया करो. हाँ, अब क्या है तो सबसे पहले क्या करना है आपको, जब भी आपके नंबर आए को बोलेगा hey tell me square of 61 or tell me square of 39, then what you need to do, first of all you need to look at the base or the mool. What is the mool here? Mool is 50. Okay, and 50 square is 2500. These two zeros represent vacancy. Like 0 in mathematics is vacancy in English. They are vacant. And that's the reason the squares were being put over there. It was vacant. Okay? Well, 39 is 11 less than 50. You're getting me? That means for the first two digits, I need to subtract 11 from 25. That is there. And the end, we need to accommodate the square of 11. Now, this is 14. The problem is, here we had only two vacancies. We have three numbers, three digits. So these two will be staying. This will go as a carry forward. Do you understand this? This will be going as a carry forward. So 14 plus 1 is 15. The answer is 1521. Kiran, I'll come to that question also. Can I take any number as base? I'll come to that. Let's try to calculate this as well. 11 more. 25 plus 11 and square of 11. This will carry forward. 36, 3, 7, 2, 1 will be the answer. Is that cool? Got it, everyone? Understood? That's so nice. Amani? Once more. By the way, are you guys making notes? Did you write this? Mool Varg Siddhant. All these Westerners, they have tried to put us down. They feel that they have developed all the theorems, or they have invented everything. We Indians should be proud of our culture and of our scientific temperament, that we have done this, and that is the reason I'm writing this in Sanskrit. It should look like it's Indian, right? We're not going to call it base square. We'll call it Mool Varga Siddhant. Okay. Because this live stream is being watched by some foreigners as well. You should know it's Indian. Let me take one more example. Any random example. Let's take 71. Now 71. It's 21 more than 50. So we will add 21, 25, and then have 21 square. This is 46. This is 441. Obviously, this 4 must be carried forward. So we'll have the answer as 5041. Understood? Everyone? And that is how I was calculating things quickly. All of you got that? Everybody is clear now? Now, Mool Varga Siddhant. Now we'll go to Mool. So, Mool 100. Everybody pay attention. Some people knew about this 50 wala method. Some people, out of like 5% people must be knowing it. What I'm going to do now, hardly anyone will be knowing it. So, you know what? When I was a kid, there's some smart guys and girls, and they were like really, really smart, and they were like, I know the squares till 120. I said, wow. I was so much, surprised, fascinated, and impressed by them. I was like, okay, I'll also learn that. But somehow, I could not learn. Okay? I could learn only till 15, 20, that's it. I could not learn. So there are two ways after that. If I cannot learn, people are doing that. There are two ways. Either I, give up. I won't be able to do it. That is one way. The other way is noob. लिख लिया हिंदी में. Okay? The other way is that I develop something which will be faster than even the calculator. At the very same time, it should be universal. It should have no limitations at all. There are two ways, A lazy person either gives up or a lazy person creates something on his or her own. You get that? So I am the second category. And now you will lie in the same category. So all of us are a tribe now, a mathematical tribe. There is no male, female, bada, choda, Hindu, Muslim, whatever. We are just a tribe, people who love mathematics, who understand mathematics, the language of God. So, having said that, I'll just show you a pattern and you will tell me yourself that yes, we got it. Just in the case of 50. 100 square is 10,000. All of us know that. I am underlining the last two digits for a reason, because the last two digits are basically the vacancies in which we will be putting the square of the difference of the number concerned. Is that clear? I'm repeating. These last two digits, 00, are vacancies in which we'll be putting the squares of the numbers into consideration. Well, we'll come to that. But let me first write a few squares over here and you'll realize, oh, this was so easy. 19 square is 9801. By the way, all you smart guys must have seen one thing. If I'm moving one step away from 100, in the end, I'm getting 01 only. 1 ka square is 0. That's going to happen always, right? It was happening in the case of 50 as well. It will happen everywhere. This is going to happen everywhere without fail. All right, 4, 4, 1, 1, because these guys are one step away or two steps away. Based on that, there's something which you have understood. Now, looking at the digits which are not the last two, 100, this is 98, this is 96, this is 102, 104. What's the pattern? That they are decreasing or increasing by 2. Christy, Thomas, now you got it. Now everything will start making sense. So, in the case of 50, they were increasing or decreasing by 1 unit. Now, they are decreasing or increasing by 2 units. Is that cool? Twice the difference, obviously. So, if, a smart guy walks in front of you and he says, hey, are you smart? You will say yes. Tell me square of 108. Your mind should start working instantly. You know what? This is 8 distances away from 100. Okay, 8 ka double is 16. Let's add 16 to this 100. We'll get 116, and 8 square is 64. And that's the answer. You'll do it in 3 seconds exactly. Calculator, Suraj? Yeah, it's available. Got it? Cool, no? See? People are becoming smarter. Normally, people become smarter week by week or month by month or year by year. But in this session, I can see people becoming smarter minute by minute, isn't it? So someone asks you, okay, tell me square of 91. Your mind will start, interpreting the information. 100 से 9 कम है, 9 less, 9 less. So, what happened? Can you explain again? Sab tak, yeah, obviously I can explain again. 108, it's 8 more. So as you see here, things are increasing by twice the difference. Like difference of 101 from 100 is 1. This is 2 times 1. Right? 104. This is 2 times 2. 2 times the difference. So in the case of 50, it was increasing or decreasing by, Chandan, वहाँ भी आएंगे, रुक तो जाओ यार, ऐसे मत क्या करो. Hold your horses. पहुँचेंगे, 300, 400 कुछ भी पहुँच जाएंगे यार. There is no limit to us, okay? By the way, let's understand. पहले 100 समझ जाए. चंदन, क्या आपकी आज्ञा है? मैं 100 समझा दूँ, फिर 300 पे भी जाएंगे, 400 पे भी जाएंगे. करते हैं प्रबंध, पहले ये कर ले. Okay? So, देखो, यहाँ पे 100 is the base now. 100 is the mool now. Okay? Are you guys paying attention? मूल वर्ग सिद्धांत. Mool was 50 earlier, now it is 100. 50 earlier, now it is 100. So, can you identify 100 is double of 50? So what is happening? Things are just doubling up. That's it. So if I move one step away from 101, this guy is moving 2 steps away. 100 plus 2. Okay. So the distance, whatever the distance is, see, I'll just write it here. Here it is plus 1. Here it is plus 2. Here it is minus 1. It is minus 2. Here it is minus 2. Here it is plus 2. So this will be minus 4. This will be plus 4. All right. In the case of 50, was increasing or decreasing only for 1 or 2. 1 each. But here, it's increasing by 2 units of the distance. So now if I want to calculate 107, look at this carefully. 107 is 7 units more. So 100 should increase by twice of 7. Twice of 7. Twice of 7 is 14. 114 is what we will get, and then square of 7 is 14, then obviously. That's what we will be able to calculate. Clear? Noobipreneur, बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो. What's the name, by the way? Noobipreneur, wow. Okay, Devashish, 120 तो करना नहीं, 120 तो simple है ना. 12 का square followed by 2 zeros, that's it. 11449, you're right. So now, let's take a larger number. If we need to calculate square of 113, 113 is 13 more than 100. 13 double is 26. Let's add 26 to 100. 100 plus twice of 13, okay? I'm writing in detailed way. And then square of 13, all right. This is 126. This is 13 square is 169. By the way, only 2 digits are required, allowed. 1 will be carried forward. So we'll get 12769 as the final answer. All right. Muskan, exactly. Oh, is she? Yeah, I'll give you different examples. Devashish, okay, I'll show you that. Wait. Alia, you got that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. 12769. I'm so happy. I'll go slow this time. I'll take a larger number. Let me take 123. 123, it's 23 more. Okay, so 100 plus 2 times 23 is what we will get, and then 23 square. This is 146. 23 square is 529. 2 digits are allowed, 1 will be carried forward, so 146 plus 5 is 151. 15129 will be the answer here. Clear? Vidhi will come there as well. Okay. So I'll wait for 5 seconds so that you note this down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, let me take a number lesser than 100. For example, or let me take something like 86 square. So everybody, speak up with me. 86 is how much less than 100? Aditya, 92 भी कर लेंगे, पहले 86 कर लेते हैं. How much less than 100? It's 14 less than 100, isn't it? So 100 minus twice of 14. Twice of 14, and then we have 14 square. देखो यहाँ पता है हो क्या रहा है, स्क्वायर 14 का नहीं, स्क्वायर माइनस 14 का ही हो रहा है, बट नेगेटिव का स्क्वायर तो पॉजिटिव ही होता है. That's the thing. Are you getting it? So why the square of distance? मैं क्यों बोल रहा था? Because you know, if you take the square of anything, नेगेटिव नंबर का स्क्वायर भी पॉजिटिव ही होता है, इसलिए मैंने सीधा पॉजिटिव ही बोल दिया. Do you get that? So 100 minus 28, and then 196, out of which 90 is allowed, 1 will be carried forward. This is 72. This goes here. 7396 is the answer. Is that clear? Jay Shri, exactly. You got that. Cool. Let's take 92. It's 8 less. So 100 minus twice of 8, and then 8 square. 100 minus 16, 64. It's 2 digits. Okay, no problem. This will be 8464, and that's the answer. Great, Pramila. Clear? 76 करना है, वो भी कर लेते हैं. 76, 24 less. So 100 minus 2 into 24, and then 24 square. All right, दिख रहा है? So this is 148, 52, and 24 square is 576. 5 will be carried forward. I have 577 as the answer. ठीक है? Is that clear, everyone? उत्सव कर तो दिया, शायद तुम्हारा मैसेज में वो लेट आ रहा है, मे बी. तुम लोग बोलने से पहले 76 कर दिया, मुझे मालूम था कि लोग पूछेंगे 76. आई नो ना कि लोग कहाँ पे पूछ सकते हैं, क्या कंफ्यूज हो सकते हैं. ओके, यू गॉट इट. सब्ट्रैक्शन समझ नहीं है? नहीं, वहाँ प्लस कर रहे थे, यहाँ माइनस कर रहे हैं, बस इतना ही है, बात तो एक ही है. ट्वाइस ऑफ वो कर रहे हैं। अच्छा, अब एक चीज़ मुझे मैं एक बोलना चाहता हूँ, मूल वर्ग सिद्धांत जो था, मूल, what is मूल? मूल is, everybody, now I am, kind of giving it a closure. It's the climax of the entire movie. Okay? Ready for the climax? Multiple of 50. Mool is a multiple of 50. And the prerequisite, if you remember, was what? You need to know the squares from 1 to 25. And that is the reason I said, unlearn the squares if you know which are more than 25. Right? ठीक है, multiple of 50. Well, so when it was first case, I'm going to kind of make it a theorem, but you know what, theorem याद करने मत लग जाना, प्रैक्टिस ही करना। समझाने के लिए पता है फॉर्मूले क्यों खराब होते हैं कि लोग फॉर्मूले पढ़ लेते हैं। एक बात समझना, अगर मैं फॉर्मूला ना लिखूं, तुम लोग पता है क्या करोगे, तुम सारे के सारे लोग ना चीज़ों को ऐसे ही करोगे, और वो अच्छी बात है। The moment I write a formula, you'll start putting things in the formula. And you know what? That is what happens in the mathematics classes throughout our schools and colleges. You guys learn the formula, and based on that formula, you practice 10, 20, 30 questions, and then you probably, score well in the exams. 10th में 10 CGPA, 12th में 98%, but somehow you don't know mathematics. What's the reason? The reason is that you have not walked the way which leads you to the formula. Formula is basically a generalization. चरित देखो क्या बोल रहा है, do 70 मूल S50 कर सकते हैं चरित, लेकिन क्यों कर रहे हो, ये बनाया क्यों गया है? 25-25 की गैप में मिल रहा है ना, 50 से 25 पीछे 25 आगे, 100 से 25 पीछे 25 आगे, 150 से 25 पीछे 25 आगे, है ना? Yeah. How do we know whether to use base 50 or 100? Vishnu Prasad, very good. Because you know here that the range, I'm writing everything. This formula has so many stuff. Range is plus minus 25. Okay? So let's say, so what here to do? Let's say there's a number 71. Now 71 is nearest to which multiple of 50? To which base? 70 was nearest to 50, not 100. Himank, exactly. Do you understand now? 71 is closer to 50, guys, right? 76 is closer to 100. The range is plus minus 25. 76 is 26 steps away from 50, so it is out of the mole 50. Getting it? But 76 is just 24 steps away from 100, so it is a base of, its mole will be 100. Clear? अच्छा, base बोलो, मूल बोलो यार, please call it मूल, थोड़ा सा संस्कृत, I like it. Well, do you understand? Understand this? Vishnu Prasad, exactly. So, now there will be some numbers which are lying in both the bases, which are multiples of 25, right? So people have joined probably, late. In the beginning of session, I told you one thing, I'll telling you again. If a number ends at 5, let's say the number is A5, A can be anything. Its square is given by A multiplied by its successor and then 25. So this can be calculated by using this formulation of Vedic maths. So 75 square निकालना है आपको, 7 multiplied by its successor, 7 into 8 is 56 and then 25. All right. So the multiple of 25 will be common to two bases, but we don't even need to use the base over there. We'll use just this, So in the prerequisite of this Moolvar Siddhant, this was also a part. Clear? Muskan, yes, we can, but there's no need. All right. So now if I try to formulate it, see, the numbers which are lying in the mole of 50, they'll be of this format, yes or no? 50 plus minus x, am I right? क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? I want yellow and I've taken all the colors except yellow. Okay. Where? Look at this. Look at this. X lies between 1 and 25, both included. Is that clear? That is how the generalization will be made. Now see, देखो, this will be equal to 25 plus minus x and then x square. Here we'll write 2 digits allowed. All right, otherwise will be carry forward. Do you understand this? Similarly, if I take mole 100, this will be 100 plus minus 2x and then x square. Looks good? Utsav, one batch already started, new one is starting. This is a new batch actually, you know. We are doing some classes on YouTube. The batch has started. Cool? Got it everyone? Similarly, अब आते हैं कि 150 पे क्या हो जाएगा? All of you know, in the end we'll have x square. Here we'll have plus minus 3x. But what will come here? Here, it'll be 225. That is square of 15. Is that cool? Do you get it? समझ में आ गया? I'll give you some examples. Fourth, if it is 200, the 400 plus minus 4x and x square, because it is square of 20. Got it everyone? All of you got this? We just need to know the square of the concerned mole and our life is going to be sorted. Himank, right? So, 150 square is 22500. 15 square is 225. 151 square निकालना है. कितना बड़ा है? 1. यहाँ कितना बड़ा करना पड़ेगा? 3. All right. Because 150 is thrice of 50, so we'll get 228 and then 1 square is 0. Obviously, answer is 22801. Check your calculators and get surprised. Clear? Akanksha, yes, see, I give the example here. If I want to calculate, let's say, square of 142, it is 8 less, all right? 8 less, so we need to subtract 8 3 times. And then 8 square is obviously over there. 225 minus 24 is 201 and then 64. That's the answer. नो भी इसमें तो क्वेश्चन चाहिए ही नहीं. अपने आप क्वेश्चन बनाओ और सॉल्व करते चले जाओ. मेक अ स्टडी ग्रुप आपस में दोस्तों से. देखो इसका मजा तो पता किसमें? चैलेंज करने में. छोटे भाई बहन, बड़े भाई बहन, मम्मी पापा, दोस्त यार, परिवार, जो कोई भी है, जस्ट गो एंड डू दिस. एंड नो व्हाट, दे विल बी सरप्राइज्ड. उनकी आंखें फटी रह जाएंगी और तुम लोगों को मजा आता चला जाएगा. एंड यू नो व्हाट, पीपल टॉक अबाउट मोटिवेशन. व्हाट आई फील, the real motivation comes through the work. So if you do something and you enjoy it, you'll do it more. You won't be doing things just because you have heard to some motivational speaker. That's not gonna work. Start small. You do the first thing with a small thing and you get the reward. You feel, oh wow, so it's so, you know, so fancy, so good. You'll do more. You get the reward again, you do more. So basically, whatever you are learning, you need to share it. Because once you share it, you'll get the reward. And you know what? Our brain looks for the dopamine rush, you know. We're addicted to that dopamine. You know why I said give the likes over there because it's kind of a dopamine which comes to me. Wow, I have so many likes. So you keep on doing things again and again and again because you every time you need that rush. Okay, so motivation comes from action, not the other way around. Again, it's a logical fallacy. People think that I will be doing things because I am motivated. No, that's a wrong thing. You get motivated because you do something. Okay. Zarqua Matloob, yes, on the Facebook group. This is clear to all of you? 150? If I take example, let's say 161. 11 more than 150. So 225 plus 11, how many times? 3 times. Then 11 square. That's it. 225 plus 33 is 258. 121. 1 goes carry forward. Our answer is 25921. By the way, even if you solve till Mool 100, you will be good to go for CAT MB exams. This is something I just told you because I wanted you to understand the pattern. But you have to be pro in the Mool 100. All right? Shri Tej, as I told you, just make a study group. Two, 5, 9. Vivek, see, if you keep on doing this, Shriya, you know what? Shriya, you know what? Okay. So I will, kind of, the learning is stopped here. Now I'll take, the climax is over. I'll give you, the end wala feeling, iska, class ka. And I'll take one more session part 2 of this. All you do is, you have to promise me something that you are going to practice things that I have told you a lot. And probably after a week, you'll take a week to, kind of get connected to it. And after a week, I'll be, if you are not a part of any kind of WhatsApp group, there's a WhatsApp group. I think I'll put that in the description box. Just add yourself over there and, keep on telling me that, okay, this, you have done this, you have done that, you have done that. And slowly and steadily, once I feel that you are ready for the next part, I'll come up with it. Okay? So basically, I should feel that you guys are ready. अगर आप 60 वॉट के बल्ब हो तो 100 वॉट में नहीं डालूंगा, उसके फट जाओगे नहीं तो. So let's utilize your 60 watt potential, then we'll move to 100 watts. Okay? Okay, that's it. By the way, some people are asking me my name and all, those who don't know me. Some people know me, some don't know me. My name is Abhishek Leela Pandey. And I won't be flexing about CAT scores and GMAT. That is something which I've been doing regularly. Recently, I was awarded 40 under 40 list of top EdTech leaders of India. Last year, I got that award. And I am a practicing mathematician. And what you learned abhi thodi der pehle, Mool Varg Siddhant was created by me. Brahma Ganit is my invention. And so 50 तक का जो था वो ज़्यादा पढ़ाया गया है, but उसके बाद का बहुत कम टाइम मिलता पढ़ाने का. Today I told you that, and there are 9 theorems that I have made, out of which 7 will be relevant to CAT, obviously. So first I have told you already, this can be extended to anywhere, but for CAT specifically, even if you do it to Mool 100, that'll be good to go. All right, so connect to the group. I'll share the link, and keep on telling me that this day you have done this much, this much, this much, and after a week I'll take the part 2 of it. All right, so here I'll end the session. The climax is over. The film part 1 is over. We'll come with part 2. देवांश राज सर कहाँ हैं? उनकी क्लास शायद मंडे को है, रेशियोज की. Bhavya, multiplication division will be the second part. Yes, Sparsh. I'll create the book club. Tomorrow. I do good things on multiples of 9. Okay, Palak says, sir, what's the question? और देखूं क्या है, 12 into 13. Oh yes. चलो next part में करते हैं वो. Unpaid and paid course? It's a paid course only. Unpaid is like this, when all people can watch it. I'll be in the description. I'll put the link. So you do one thing, whatever you're typing over here, the live commentary, it just goes away. I'll end the session, and whatever the queries are there, maybe some kind of any query, or you want to ask something, just put in the comments. Not here. Once the session is over, put in the comments, and I'll give the WhatsApp group over there itself. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good night ahead.